Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Let's begin now. Let's begin now. Let's begin now.
Thank you. I'm your host, Sam Stichter. You know, Las Cruces, we appreciate you taking the time out to check out another episode of This Week. And just think, we don't even require you to wear a mask or stand 6 feet apart. Well, that is unless you want to. Now, to be sure, the producers here at Las Cruces Studios, they want to make sure that I have a half-inch thick Home Depot shield between me and the guest. We always want to be safe. And when they have that shield up, it makes me think I should be collecting a debit card from them or something. Man, is it hot enough for you? I know. Sorry, I had to ask. I know you're probably sick of that question. Wow, you know, it's been so hot that the other day I went to Albertsons and I bought a loaf of bread and a dozen of eggs. By the time I got home, I had toast and scrambled eggs. Now, don't worry, this heat wave's gonna go away. We're supposed to get a cold front this coming week. We're only supposed to see a high of 95. Well, besides this sweltering heat, unfortunately, I've had to deal with a bad toothache, and the dentist told me I'm gonna have to have a root canal. So I was in such pain the other day that I completely forgot when my dental appointment was, so I called the dental office. And the lady who answered the phone, she said, "Don't worry, Mr. Stichter, all of our appointments are at the same time. They're all at 2:30. Don't blame me. You can blame the writers for that bad joke. I know. So, but don't worry, folks. The entertainment gets better from here as the show goes along. As always, we have a great lineup of guests tonight. From Las Cruces Zone, we have 101 Gold DJ Jack Lutz is here. Also, returning to the show, you've seen him before, very talented singer, Jonathan Haywood is our musical guest. So go ahead and crank up that AC and get ready for a cool treat. And we'll be right back with more of This Week. Stay tuned.
Broken AC, $4,600. Water heater, $1,500. Fridge on the fritz, $1,000.
You won't pay any of that when you have home warranty coverage from the Home Service Club.
They'll repair or replace your covered home appliances and systems for around $1 a day.
HSC provides coverage of up to 47 different appliances and systems in your home.
Call the number on your screen now. Get a month free plus $75 off your first year HSC home warranty. No worries, just service.
Welcome back to This Week. You know, Las Cruces, it has been hot, hot, hot. And the one thing that Scotty and I really like to do when it gets this hot is to stay inside and put on some great tunes on the radio. And that brings us to our next guest. We have 101 Gold's Jack Lutz is here in the studio. So let's welcome him. Jack, welcome to the show.
Wow, thank you for having me, Sam. Thank you. I'm looking at the audience here. I can't believe this many people showed up. What kind of budget are you guys working with here?
I know our audience just keeps getting bigger and bigger every week.
I'm actually, wow, I'm almost speechless. Almost. They fired me from the job. I was.
And I'm sure everybody knows you, Jack, because you are the #1 DJ in Las Cruces. I know you're a little humble about that.
I'm gonna downplay that tremendously. There's so much talent here in this town, and I gotta deflect that, and I gotta tell you that I work with some amazing people over at Bravo Mike, especially, you know, Lindsay Calson, Ricky Tarin, Patricia Valencia, Phil Viescas, of course, every Sunday on 101 Gold. The team is amazing, and I'm just very humbled and very happy to work with these guys and to have been working with them for as long as I have.
I'm a big fan of Donna Dollar.
Donna too. Oh my God, Donna's gonna give me. She's gonna give me a lot of gruff now for not mentioning her. That's the first thing she's gonna do.
So how long? That's okay. How long have you been DJing?
So, how long have I been DJing? Let's see. I started. Oh gosh. I started in the early 2000s at about 16, 17 years old, and this was in El Paso for KLAQ and KROD 600, and up here in Las Cruces, going on my 11th into my 12th year now.
I know you said that you're originally from El Paso.
Yeah, originally from EP, but you know, Las Cruces is now, it's like home. It's a weird fungus, man. It grows on you. And it just won't let go of you, and I couldn't let go of this town too. So I am a proud Las Cruces, very proud.
Good. Yeah, we're really happy to have you here. I know a lot of people tune in to the show not only for the great music, but some great prizes and contests. You have anything coming up?
What do you want to win, man? I got free gas for you. I got a free gas card. I can hook you up with a burrito from the Santa Fe Grill, a car wash. I mean, I wouldn't get one today. It's a little too muggy, and PQ treats, so we got that too.
I normally win some concert tickets, but unfortunately now
concert tickets, movie passes. We're missing that.
We're missing all that.
Dude, I am missing the theater so bad right now, and I'm missing that and the movie theater popcorn too.
And of course, we're missing all that because of COVID-19. But I know, and as a DJ and as someone who gets to work with an audience like I do here, can you tell me, how do you feel about how does the power of music? And how does that relate to people, and how do you think that helps them in these times?
Okay, I'll liken this to what you do too. Well, you know, you've been teaching how long now?
Almost 20 years.
20 years, and it is therapeutic to see somebody succeed, to see a student succeed, to mold somebody. For me, music is therapeutic. It can get me through anything that I'm going through. A certain artist can get me through anything that I'm going through. The good times, the bad times, the rough times. Music is always going to be there for you. And the best part is that the old stuff will always be there. The best part is there's always going to be new stuff coming out that will surprise you. The best thing is listening to something so cool, so amazing, and it grabs a hold of you, and it doesn't let go, and that feeling that you have, you want it. You keep wanting it with more music. And
I remember listening to certain songs for the first time and just blowing me away. You know, especially I grew up in the '80s, and you know, I love '80s music. I love 101 Gold too, but that's more.
We're playing '80s. We're also playing '80s.
Yeah, I know.
Too.
But my wife likes the '60s and '70s. I'm definitely a child of the '80s.
Yeah, and you know, here's the thing with music too. I don't like to sound like a hater or anything, but you know, music is subjective. There's no such thing really as bad music, except for the band I wrestled a bear once. Those guys are horrible. But there really is no such thing as bad music. I mean, for the younger generation to come up and to also have something that is such a release to them, more power to them. They need that. They need that sense of release and that sense of something to relate to.
And I know not only are you a DJ, but you're also an actor.
Yeah.
And you were in a movie called Dead of Night. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I was very fortunate to be a part of this movie. And you guys, you gave me the hard stuff, man. Awesome.
You're not supposed to tell them that. Here, I'll have a little bit too.
So, yeah. The Dead of Night. I was very fortunate to be a part of this great feature film put out by PRC VMI Productions. Buffalo 8, and this is a throwback horror film. It's really it's a period piece, but it's also a timeless piece. Takes place in Capitan, New Mexico.
Oh, wow.
With
Okay,
Lance
good.
Henriksen, who of course was in
Aliens.
Aliens. He played Bishop. Near Dark. Of course.
Great actor.
Right. Phenomenal actor. And Matthew Lawrence, who was in Boy Meets World, Mrs. Doubtfire, of course,
Right.
and Jake Etheridge, who was in Nashville. Great cast.
So, and I don't mean to interrupt
Yeah.
you. We actually have a clip that we're going to show.
Oh, great.
So we'll take a look at that.
I didn't know this. Let's do it.
We should take a trip.
Mean it?
Yeah.
Let's just go.
All right, stop playing!
Just take a look at that and tell me what you think. Richard's daughter went missing last night.
You talking about Maddie?
Yeah, and Cole.
This picture, when was it taken?
Yesterday evening.
I might have found something to help you find those kids.
Oh my God. It's gonna set the town afire.
They found those kids dead up there north of the campsite.
We got a situation on our hands here. Seems you know a lot about it.
Think that badge is gonna protect you? You've forgotten how things work around here.
Are you really leaving town?
I don't know how to explain this to you.
Wow.
Now, is this what you really want, or are you just looking for your ticket out of here?
I just have a sick feeling in my stomach. Hello?
June, what's going on? You're scaring me.
Something's not right. Where are the keys?
I came here to die, not to live.
People around here don't call it living anyway. They call it surviving.
That was an awesome clip, very exciting movie, and you look like you have a great role in that as the coyote.
Yeah, the coyote. You know, again, great cast. I get to terrorize them. I get to go after them, and I get to try and kill
It
them.
sounds like you have the best part in the movie.
Right. It was just so hard for me to do, so hard. You know, no, it really was fun. And you want to talk about a therapy? I liken, listening to music and film. They're very closely related. That film. To do that was also very therapeutic to release all those demons, to release all the troubles and worries,
right.
and to really go into this.
Oh, you're like taking on a different persona.
Oh
right?
man, and here's the good thing. I left that guy up there in the mountains of Capitan. I left him up there when it was all said and done. And who knows? We'll see how this film works.
Right. And speaking of taking on different personas, I know you had mentioned to me before that you were kind of a small guy, and you certainly aren't a small guy anymore. I know you're very into weightlifting.
Oh, you don't have a picture of that, do you? Oh
I
my
think we're gonna
God!
show it.
Oh, I was $130. Oh goodness, yeah, coat hanger shoulders. You know, Sam, I again. That was a period of my life where I was living out of my car. I was gambling for a living. And I wasn't hanging around with a bad crowd, but man, I was hitting it hard. And that was a period of my life where I was grateful for it. I got to see some crazy things, Sam. I got to see some things that made me turn my life around for the better. And it made me want to better myself. I remember, I look at that picture almost every day.
I bet you do. And speaking of bettering yourself, I heard a rumor.
What's that?
I heard you got a girlfriend now. So how's your love life? We all want to, inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, I'm with she's a phenomenal woman. she's
That's
phenomenal.
awesome to
Her
hear.
name's Heather. And,
Hi, Heather.
I love her. I eventually,
glad to hear that.
I can't see myself in any other person. I would, want to marry her up, man. I'm going to. But she's one of the best things that ever happened to me.
All right. That's awesome to hear. And unfortunately, we're out of time here, Bud. So but we definitely want to catch you on the radio, and we definitely want to catch you here on This Week with Sam Stichter. And we'll be right back after these messages. So stay tuned.
Attention Medicare customers with diabetes. Now you can stop the painful pricking of your fingers with a continuous glucose monitor. And they're covered by Medicare if you qualify. Call right now for free information.
It's been a slow night.
It really has. Boy, why don't you pour me some more?
Hey,
Sure will.
evening. How you guys doing tonight?
How you doing here?
We're doing all right.
Doing all right.
Yeah, I'm on my way to Sam Stichter show.
Who?
Sam
I never
Stichter.
heard of him.
I think I've heard of him.
I got a call from him, but
That's
what time
great.
you guys close?
Well, they're trying to close us down, around here everywhere, but we'll stay open for you.
All
Can I
right.
get you something?
Yeah. Pour me something.
Let me pour you something
I'm
here.
dealing with a lot of stuff, and I'm just using my imagination like this stuff is over,
That's all you can do is just use your imagination.
I'll drink to that.
I think I will too.
To have a girl like her is truly a dream come true. Out of all the fellas in the world, she belongs to me. But it was just my imagination once again, running away with me. Just my imagination running away with me. Soon we'll be married and raise a family. Oh yeah. In a cozy little home out in the country, 2 children, maybe 3. Just my imagination, running away with me. I'll tell you it was just my imagination, running away with me. Every night on my knees I pray. Or I would surely die. once again. Running away with me, running away with me. It was just my imagination. Running away with me. Oh, no, 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 no. Just my imagination. Oh, 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 yeah. Running away with me. Running away with me. Yeah, every now and then we gotta use our imagination.
That's right. That was it. Beautiful.
So I'm gonna go and find Mr. Sam Stichter.
Yeah.
Sam
Have
Stichter?
a great show.
Man.
It's closing time, folks.
Thank you, thank you. You know, Las Cruces, we are so excited to have some great guests here on the show. We've been doing this week with Sam Stichter for a couple months now, and it's been my pleasure to showcase Las Cruces' movers and shakers. And you might remember we had a great group a little while back called Exclusive Soul. And one of my favorite guests was on the show, Joe Nathan Haywood, and Stinger J, you might know him as, and he's back here tonight.
I'm back, Sam. I'm back.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me back, man. Appreciate that.
So I know you're a singer, but what some people might also be surprised to hear is you are a pastor as well.
What? You ain't supposed to say that. Keep that on the DL. No, I'm just playing. No, I am a pastor. I'm a
Tell
proud
us a little
pastor.
bit about that, how that came to be.
Well, I mean, you know, people have a lot of different calls and gifts.
That's right.
And talents. And some of us, due to tradition and religion, what we focus on is what we think the norm would accept.
Right.
Versus allowing, the scripture says that, but if thou would be faithful over a few things, I'll make you ruler over many. Right. And so we have to be able to flow in all our gifts. And I'm just not a pastor behind a pulpit.
Right.
I'm into missions. Huh? Yeah, I travel. I've been to Africa.
Wow, that's amazing.
Connected to over 30 tribes in Nairobi and Magori. I've also ran my own TV show here called Serving It Up, and on Blog Talk Radio. So I do modeling. I'm into acting. I've done about 2 short movies and 3 other little short skits from colleges and stuff like that. Man, I'm into everything.
So I see your sexy hat that you're wearing.
Know, I got it on, baby. I got to tip to the side just a little bit.
You're a man of many hats.
I'm a man of many hats, brother.
And I know you have a single called No Romance.
Yeah, it's No Romance, baby. No Romance. That's man. You know, a lot of things were transpiring in my life while I was, one, married, pastor, going through some tests and some trials, a lot of things, and then being able to marry people and be around couples, and just watching how the system is, setting us up for depopulation, and I started hearing. No romance, and then I'm looking at it in my own life, and sometimes in my own marriage, and I'm looking for this and I'm looking for that, and it's
so it
like
has a deeper meaning.
Right? We are selfish by nature, and we're greedy by nature, right?
That's true.
And it's like sometimes when you think you don't have enough, you really do have enough, and then when you don't have enough, you really need more. You know what I'm saying? So when I look deeper into what was calling me into No Romance, I seen that our babies, man, when you look at our babies, there's an absence of love. And why is that? Because when we're having sex, don't say sex.
Oh, you said it.
Oh, I said it. When we're having sex, most of us, we get together, we bump and grind. It's a one-night thing. It's this, it's that. But when it's all boiled down to it, sex was a gift.
Right. It's about love.
Right? It's all about love. But when you talk about love, you got to go into sacrifice and intimacy, and that's what we don't do, man. And that's what No Romance is. That big question that has to be asked, that causes the argument, that all of a sudden, man, you feeling the vibes and you understanding the song, and all of a sudden, man, I'm ready to go make love.
That's right.
So,
and
yeah.
I know you're married, and you
Yes.
have 4 kids.
I'm married, 4 kids.
And let's tell everybody the big surprise.
7 grandchildren.
Well, I would have never guessed. You do not look like you could have 7 grandkids.
But what are you talking about, man?
You look too young.
Look at this.
You're not a day over 30.
Man, I appreciate that, bro. Hey, y'all give Sam, man. Yeah.
But I know, and speaking of music, I know you're originally from Detroit, Rock City.
I'm from Detroit, man. Detroit, Motown, you know. And going back to that, I like to thank my sister for having the door open for me, because she was reconnected with old groups that we used to listen to. One Way by Greg Lane, a.k.a. Mr. Groove. I don't know if you're... Hey, Mr. Groove.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Come back home. Yeah, so I had the opportunity to reconnect with him when I went back to Detroit and marry him and my sister.
Oh, that's great.
Right?
So now he's your brother-in-law?
Right, he's my brother-in-law, man. Mr. Groove is my brother-in-law, right? So my sister just released her whole full album.
Wow.
And it's Elusive. Man, and it's an amazing album. And, I'm thanking them because, one, I was able to lay down those tracks, write those songs right in that house.
So it's in your family.
It's in the family, man. Miss Lisa Kyle sung background. My sister sung background.
Were your parents into music as well?
I'm not sure about my dad, but I've heard my dad sing. He's got a much more deeper voice than I have. And my mom, she was a country girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She was a country girl.
And so how long have you been here in Las Cruces?
Man, I've been in Las Cruces. As of August the 2nd, my oldest daughter will be 31 years old, and my oldest son, he will be 31 as well, November the 4th. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm looking back over my life, man, and I'm seeing how a lot of doors were shut when I was young because I was unexperieused.
Right.
I didn't
As we
understand.
all were.
Yeah, I
As
didn't
we all
understand,
were.
and people doing things and saying stuff, and they working deals behind your back. But now you got, when you smell a rat, it's a rat. It's a rat, baby. You know what I'm saying? But it goes along with the system itself, and it goes along with the work itself. And you got to get on the grind, and come with this group Exclusive Soul, man. Just powerful young men who know what they do, man.
So if people want to get in touch with you or find out more, how can they do that?
They can contact me at StingerJ1969 at gmail.com. My cell numbers all over the internet is 575-449-6608. They can find me on Facebook. They can find me on Instagram. I don't know those handles, but just look for the face. I'm either in a hat or not. Or I'm in a robe, a preaching robe. So I do it all. Once again, I do it all. Yeah.
Well, I know you're going to be singing for us. We're going to take a break.
Yeah, man, let's do a number.
And then when we come back, we're going to hear that golden voice of yours.
All right, no romance, baby.
All right, Las Cruces, we'll be right back after this break.
Attention Medicare customers with diabetes. Now you can stop the painful pricking of your fingers with the continuous glucose monitor, and they're covered by Medicare if you qualify. Call right now for free information.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Stinger J. I wrote this song for love, pain, and happiness. Simply called No Romance. Check this out if you will. Is this a dream? And I don't want things like this. I don't want to go home, sweet home, 'cause things are so tense. seems the simple things mean nothing these days. House is only home when the family's together and strong. No romance is the new love we play. No romance. It doesn't have to be this way. To get you in the mood, with the showers between us two, with the foreplay between us two. Girl, I'm finally over you. Many like to play silly games of war and roses. Truth be told, my love, the only thing that holds there. Let us see if we can put things back together. Thought we were family, and our thing will last forever. No romance is the new love we play. No romance. It doesn't have to be this way. I've tried to get you in the mood, with the showers we used to do, with the foreplay between us two. Girl, I'm finally over you. To get you in the mood, with the showers we used to do, yeah. With the foreplay between us two. Oh, girl, don't you know I'm finally over you? I used to feel you, you used to feel me. Was never together forever, whatever, was not a family. You used to feel me, I used to feel you. Was never together forever, whatever, and I can clearly see. I used to feel you, you used to feel me. Was never together forever, whatever, and I can clearly see. You used to feel me, I used to feel you. Was never together forever, whatever, was not a family. Lord knows I've tried to get you in the mood. You mad at me, I'm mad at you. What the hell we gonna do?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, Las Cruces, I want to thank you for joining me tonight.
Yeah.
We had an awesome show. Jack Lutz from 101 Gold was here. And you know, folks, I want to remind you, as always, make this week your best week. But we have Joe Nathan Haywood, Pastor, who's going to give us a little send-off here. Go ahead, Pastor.
Hey, I want to say to everybody, man, look here. Life is too short. And what we have in absence is LOVE. We
Amen.
need some LOVE.
That's right.
We hear a lot of this, we hear a lot of that. We got Corona going on, we got this going on, we got that going on. But what we have a lack of, and it's an abundance, and that is LOVE.
All
And
we need is love, right?
Yes, that's all we need, man. Love conquers all things. And time, listen, when was the last time you gave time? Think about that, Sam. When was the last time you gave time? And all that's simply saying is time has a way of healing. It has a way of destroying. It has a way of rebuilding. It has a way of doing everything that you can possibly imagine. He says, whatever you can possibly imagine or think, I can do it for you. But it has to be done through a willing vessel that's saying, hey, I understand that I'm lost. I understand that I made the wrong choices. I understand that I connected to the wrong people. But regardless of all of that, it's not for naught. I believe everything happens for a reason. That's right. Everything. Whoever I met you coming back on the show with Exclusive Soul. Now we're doing this. Where does this lead to? I don't know, but I hope LOVE is in the mix of it. Hey, blessings, peace, and favor be upon you and your house.
I hope you take those words to heart, Las Cruces, and truly make this your best week. We'll see you next time. Thank you.